Corrosion. What is corrosion? Gases in the air react with metals in presence of moisture to form metal compounds. So the metal get affected by this process and undergo what is called, that is a corrosion. So when metals are exposed in the air, they react with the gases present in the air to form a layer on that surface of metals. This is called as a corrosion. A reddish color deposit is formed on iron by reaction with oxygen gas. Yes, that is also corrosion. A greenish color deposit is formed copper by reaction with carbon dioxide gas. A blackish color deposit is formed on silver by reaction with hydrogen sulfide gas. So to prevent corrosion of metals, layer of oil, grease, varnishes and paint are applied on them. Painting, metals get painting. Also plating with another non-corroding metal is done. So iron is arrested by zinc plating. Due to this process, the contact of metal surface with air is lost and corrosion cannot occur, as chemical reaction cannot occur. So let us study more about the corrosion of metals.
Have you ever wondered why the colors of some metals like iron, silver, and copper gradually change with time? This is caused due to corrosion. When these metals are exposed to air and moisture, they get corroded. In this video, we'll learn more about corrosion. When silver objects are exposed to air, they slowly turn black. Silver reacts with the sulfur in the air to form a coating of silver sulfide. The reaction of copper with moist carbon dioxide in the presence of air gives copper carbonate, which is a green coat formed on the copper substance when it loses its shiny brown surface. Rusting of iron occurs when iron is exposed to moist air for a long time, forming a brown, flaky substance. Now, let's perform an activity to check the conditions in which the rusting of iron takes place. Place clean iron nails in 3 test tubes that are labeled as A, B, and C. Some water should be poured into test tube A, and a cork should be placed on it. Boiled distilled water and about 1 millimeter of oil should be added to test tube B and covered with a cork. The air is prevented from dissolving in water due to the oil, which floats on the water. A small amount of anhydrous chloride should be added to test tube C, and it should be corked. The moisture which will be present in this test tube will be absorbed by the anhydrous chloride. The test tube should be left undisturbed for a few days and then observed. Note that the nails in test tube A are exposed to both air and water, the nails in test tube B are exposed only to water, and the nails in test tube C are exposed to dry air. So it's clear from this experiment that both air and water are needed for the rusting of iron. By keeping iron substances away from both air and water, we can prevent them from rusting.
So how the corrosion can be prevented? So to prevent corrosion of metals, layer of oil, grease, varnish and paint are applied on them. Also, electroplating is also a technique to prevent the metals from corrosion. Now this is the iron metal, suppose in front of you. This iron corrosion, how it is prevented? By giving a plate on of zinc metals, zinc plating. Due to this process, the contact of metal surface and air is lost and corrosion cannot occur, as the chemical reaction not take place. So this is the way to prevent the metals from their corrosion.